My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Blueprints. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're absolutely going to do it. 27 allowance this time, thankfully. Nook, pool hall, and bunk room. Give me an early pool hall, please. Workshop. Yeah, it takes me out to the corner, and I do like workshop. What item do you have in there? I can't necessarily see the item just yet, unfortunately. Commissary leads out in a good direction for us as well. Hell yes. Well, first off, commissary, give me items. Metal detector, sledgehammer, salt shaker. Those are mine. Those come with me. Foyer. Hallway doors are always unlocked. Honestly, yeah. There go the rest of my gems for the moment, but now we can draft the Great Hall, either of the Great Halls, in fact, from the pool hall, or even the vestibule, with complete confidence. There is a broken lever in here for us. Unfortunately, we're a few items short, but that's okay. We'll find them. Hallway closet. Extra item if joined to a hallway. Gimme. Take a single key and an ivory die. Ivory die to pull me out of a sticky situation. Very relevant. I was really hoping for items that could be used, merged into other items there, but I'll take it. Six is 6. 20 minus 2 is 18. Did you reset the difficulty on these? That's strange. Oh. Minus 5 times 2 is negative 10 plus 14 is 4. Okay, they're working with negative numbers now. 1 plus 2 is 3. Minus 3 is 0. Times 15 is 0. Plus 2 is 2. A silver key unlocks a door with many rooms. As soon as I get like a really good open place for that, I'll do it because it'll give me the Great Hall, and then the Great Hall is going to be completely open. So it's actually just ideal. Pantry or hallway. I just take pantry, get some money. Den, thank you so much. An additional gem for us, as well as the ability to draft a corner piece. Indoor nursery. Whenever you draft a green room, 2 gems will spawn in this room. Honestly, I do like the idea of getting a nursery early. In fact, I do it a lot. I really like nursery early. But I also really want it to actually give me gems, so I'm going to need to be able to draft a green room? Let's check the outer rooms. Room directory, outer rooms. Yeah, root cellar is a green room. And do I have a shovel? I don't have a shovel yet. Tool shed or root cellar, I suppose, are the two I'm most likely to take here. None of the birds are in distress. Tomb will give us a lot of money. Each time you draft a dead end in your house, spend 5 in the tomb. The thing is, I've already drafted like 2 dead ends. The Shrine Blessings are really good. Shelter defends me against the negative effect of the next 3 red rooms drafted. Realistically, Weight Room, Archive, that's about it. Give me Shrine. Shrine was very powerful the last time we actually used it. Do I want to give you all of my money right now as well? You know what? Yes. Last time I gave you 3 coins, and the duration of the buff was 3, but also it started today. It started on the day I gave you the money. You've received the Blessing of the General. If you draft a red room, if you have at least 5 different ranks containing red rooms, gain 5 gems. How often am I going to draft more than 5 red rooms and they're available on... Give me the... You've been cursed. Each time you draft a bedroom, lose a step. Each time you draft a hallway, lose a coin, a key. Each time you draft a green room, lose a gem. Each time you draft a shop, lose a coin. Each time you draft a red room, lose all of the above. And I can't even give you the money back? Oh, no. Well, I guess I deserved it. Can I get rid of the curse? I'm gonna flip a coin into the fountain and see if that gets rid of the curse. Like, balance out my curse and luck at the same time. Still cursed. Well, look, I'm not just gonna skip 2 days. I will just have to cop this one on the chin. Hallways lose us keys. Bedrooms lose us steps. Bedrooms losing us steps, not a problem. Hallway losing us keys, terrifying, and I want to cry. Bonk. This counts as 2 bedrooms, and it'll double our amount of keys. It will give me another key. Kitchen, lose a coin for taking the kitchen. Give me a redraw. Bedroom, storeroom, and funeral parlor. I will take the bedroom. Losing a step. Courtyard, it doesn't lead in the right direction. Oh my god, you're kidding me. Literally. I'm becoming much more comfortable with the idea of just tanking the run. I lose a key in order to get the room that gives me a key. And none of those had the ability to push in the right direction. 100% I'm taking library. I would love to check out my final available book. After that, I'm going to set myself up to have... actually, I also haven't looked at the full version of Realm and Ruin, which is worth. But after this, I'm going to have myself another look at New Clue. I'm going to keep checking it out until I have the ability to also get a magnifying glass with it at the same time. I'm really quite comfortable with the idea of taking the freezer. If I go to the gallery, I'm just going to be there looking at the gallery again, going, well, still don't get it. Freezer at least gives me some additional money for tomorrow. But it gives me money for tomorrow, a day that is not necessarily going to give me anything. Because again, I'll be cursed tomorrow as well. Okay. I think I'm going to take the time to generate the letters for this, and then I'm going to have a look at those, and I'll be with you in a second. Okay, having written them all down, now I have a couple of things that I can do, which is, for instance, I know that I can generate Monday. I do think I've already generated Monday before and found it not to be the solution. Classic Monday. So I'm feeling like if this was comprised of multiple different pieces, like thin, K, and then think, right? Maybe this one is also comprised of a bunch of different pieces, in which case, like, the word red appearing in there would be very, very good. Unfortunately, there's no R that is then followed by an E in any position. I could do posted. Classic posting going on there. Poster. Absolute poster behavior, stacking all those up. I can't make Holly. Can't make the word wagon. All right. I'm going to look at the letters a little closer and bring you back. Okay, I have another one, maybe? I don't know why chosen would be the answer here. I literally can't see in the image something that would lead to the selection of letters that I have here, but chosen feels good, I think. Chosy. Chosen? That's the solution I've chosen. It's not the answer, though. Alright, I think it's time for me to get out of here. Increasingly, I'm going to come back and try other ones as well, but really, I don't want to spend my whole episode in here. Silver key. Give me great haul. You're kidding me. Sledgehammer broken. God, you know what? Give me the weight room. It took so many resources away from me. But if I get the power brick, then I can break through the wall in that weight room, and that is going to be good. Also, it does open directions everywhere I need to be. Do I need to... I want to have more resources before I try and draft rooms, but at the same rate, I'm not going to. It's just not going to happen. So I might as well just draft the rooms. Observatory. Can't do that. Storeroom. Showroom. Hasgieway. Can't lose a key if I don't have one. I'm looking for your greatest density of items. Drawing room? That gives me a lot more control over what I draw on the other sides as well. Nook with some additional keys, and it goes in the right direction for us as well. I'll take it when it's on offer. I'll open this with a key because if it gives me a hallway, I can still use it. Ooh, gem requirement, damn. Dark room does draw the right directions for us. I'm gonna redraw. Code check. We'll be taking chapel. Tries to lose every different resource for us, but we don't have all of the different resources for you to even lose in the first place. Now I'll go get my keys. Music room, can't do it. Armory, weapons at armor for sale. Boudoir does lead down in the correct direction, but I can also use the foyer to get out in that direction if I need to. I just don't have anything here that I need to burn. I don't have the tool shop outside. I do have the shrine, but I already made mistakes, and now the shrine is never going to forgive me. Until 2 days more time pass. Spare bedroom. There's a funeral parlor, which will try and take a key from me. In fact, it will successfully take a key from me. But it will give me 3 gems to draft out the other adjacencies of the passageway with. Gems are not in this box, gems are in this box, the white box is true. If this is true, then the gems are in this box. That's also true. And this one says the gems are not in this box. That can't also be true. So this can't be true. So this has to be false, which doesn't necessarily... Well, actually, if the white box would have to be false. So this has to be false, which means the white box is false. And then this one is true. The gems are not in this box. This is... If this is false, then this is also false, and the gems are in this box. All right. Look. It was a long shot we were actually going to get anything to happen that day, to be frank, at that point. It's the mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. In particular, I'm thinking, I mean, look, I don't think drafting the weight room was actually that much of a problem. The fact was that we were going to just be extremely running light to the point of just completely running out of resources. Basically the entire time because of the curse I got. I am slightly... I'll tell you, very slightly intrigued by the idea of just passing this one day over to get rid of the curse. I don't want to do it, though. Let's just try and find things to set me up with a better day tomorrow. A very early armory? Yeah, have you got the axe in there? Can't see that from this vantage point. Oh, Dan and security. If it is the axe, I won't even be able to purchase it yet, so I should probably go out other directions. I'm intentionally not going to get a key until I need one. Walk-in closet. Yep. Comes with a salt shaker, 2 gems, and 2 ivory dye. No good reason to turn down those. Foyer is here to leave all of my things open forever. Hallway closet as well. Hall actually does lead in the right direction for us, and it tries to take a key from me, but it can't because I don't have any. Having already chosen not to pick up the one previous. 13. 8. 8 times 2, 16. Minus 13, 3. 2 plus 6 is 8. Minus 1, 4, and 3 is 8. Times 10 is 0. Times 4 is 0. Plus 1 is 1. Negative 3 times 1 squared. Negative 3 by negative 3 is 9. Oh, yes. Key to the secret garden. I was about to say, if this door is locked, I know exactly where I'm going. Gymnasium. Whenever you enter a gymnasium, you lose 2 steps. The real reason I'm sad to get a gymnasium here is because it will take from us a gem. It also tried to take a key. Didn't manage to, though. West Wing Hall will also try and take a key from us, but guess what I don't have to give you? Keys. Oh my god. Again, all of these not leading in the exact direction I need them to go. I suppose security's not bad. I don't want to end up not having spawned security. Chapel. Oof, and that's going to be my gem gone. But it does give me access to the gymnasium and foundation. I'll twiddle with these. It's not going to be relevant at all, but I'll do it. Change the offline mode. We might even just be able to find a book. Might even just be able to find the library. Might even be able to, you know, use the axe. Who knows? Passageway, dark room, funeral parlor. Take the passageway, knowing that it's completely fine for us to do so. I kind of want to go down to Den and start drafting out from there now. The earlier the ranks, the more generous the rooms, I feel. Or at least the more generous with, like, opening materials. It's not an axe, damn. I'm then gonna spend my money buying all 3 of these. Self-igniting torch, the Morning Star, as well as the Knight's Shield. So now I have the ability to protect myself against something. And also I spent all of my resources, so there's nothing the game can even try and take from me right now. I do want to have a gem available when I'm opening doors, though. Because only if I get a red room does it really matter. Pantry. Guest room, pantry. Hallway closet. Give me the pantry. Just another adjacency open. Commissary, and it leads back in the other direction. I mean, it takes a coin for me to get the commissary. But items, shovel especially good. I guess I did not already have foyer. You are more likely to draft red rooms whilst drafting. I kind of want to draft that just to give myself the ability to possibly draft freezer. Freezer is not a red room. No, I'm going to take Nook. It gives me exactly the keys that I need, and then it just pushes me back in the direction I'm going anyway. Magnifying glass for 4. Frustrating. I didn't get Swimbird this time, but I probably should have it. I really want the shovel, but also having the magnifying glass now means that I can't lose any additional gold. Maybe I should head outside right now. I don't have any resources to lose, so... Seems a good time for it. Trading post shelter. No. Trading post? It'll try and take a coin from us. I don't have a coin to give you. Salt Shake for battery pack. Nice shield for keycard. Ooh. Morning Star for keycard. So Morning Star is only better than the Sledgehammer because it gives you a diamond at the start of tomorrow, but do I get that already? Magnifying glass and battery pack. I'm going to trade salt for the battery pack. I do want the battery pack. What are the other things trade for now? Ah, for salt. Got it. I have the Knight's Shield, which makes it really easy to draft the weight room. So if I get the ability to draft the weight room and knock its door down today, I'll be over the moon with that. Hell of a lot done for a cursed day. I have 4 open exits to draft from, and they're all unique as well. Love seeing that. Take the one that has 2 in. Corridor will cost me a key. But it gets me to the corner. Funeral Parlor will give me a bunch of gems, but it will also take a key and a gem from me to get it in the first place. I suppose I'm going for Corridor. I'm not thrilled about it, though. Ooh, hallway closet. Extra item of a joint to a hallway, which it is. You know what? Yeah. Keycard, as well as a paw. I'm 1 room away from security at the moment, so it is a good idea for me to go back. Set security to high. Now I've got this keycard. Office, unfortunately, when I don't have enough for it. Coat check for a treasure map that I can't really utilize, although I would be able to maybe pop some additional items in there. Keep them from a later day. But I'm keeping them for a later day, which also means they don't appear elsewhere. Treasure map gives me additional money that I don't really have a use for at this point in time either. Guest bedroom terminates our path, but it gives us a bunch of additional steps. I kind of think that's the option. It's either that or it's a redraw, and I really don't want to redraw. No, I'm going to redraw. Immediately. Lavatory or dining room? I'll take the dining room because if I do get far enough, it's another 10 steps for us. Could be worthwhile. Kind of wanted that to be locked, to be honest with you. Courtyard. If I draft a green room, doesn't it take a gem from me? And if it tries to take a gem from me, I don't have any gems? Yeah, because I spent them on the courtyard. Sledgehammer! I'm now only a broken lever away from having access to a ability to knock doors down, and then I'm looking for the weight room to knock the doors off. Storeroom, guest room, bedroom. I'm gonna go storeroom, just take the additional items. Spare bedroom, coat check, and bunk room. I do want this path to continue, so I'll be taking a spare bedroom, losing a single footsteps. Oh, I also get 10 more footsteps for coming to this, and then also a sleep mask, which will give me 5 more footsteps when I have to go back through that room. Special key, give me a secret garden. Spread fruit throughout the house. Oh, sometimes there's a broken lever here. One side open, utterly irrelevant, but it is open. Westerly winds, the rogue moon of the north, and then crow in the east after the swan is facing south. Yeah, I think it was just showing the sigil on the other side of this, and I was just like, okay, I've seen that sigil before. Library, and it's pointing in a direction that I care about. Great news. Also doesn't cost us anything to go in here. I did get the magnifying glass as well. Great. The Death of Drafting by the editor. There's also No Exit Strategies, A Guide to Dead End, Grave Mistakes, An Introduction to the Tomb, Grounds for Termination, Guide to the Outer Rooms, Enshrined Ideals, Introduction to the Shrine, Top 5 Dead Ends, our favorite picks, Dead End Contest, Mail-in Sweepstakes, and a word from the editor. Let's get to it. Draxus, you are named. Death in this world is named. So it's 7 different angels, and then also Death, and Death's name is Draxus. Okay. The Death of Drafting. A fear every architect faces. Every architect has experienced it. You're drafting your house room by room and everything's going smoothly. Suddenly, you realize there's a single path available for expansion, and it's imperative you draft a hallway or else your design will have no hope of future development. But on the critical draw, the drafting gods offer you nothing but dead ends, rooms with no exit and even fewer prospects. Dead ends are the death of dreams, the death of plans, and the death of expansion. In short, they are the death of your house. But are they genuinely as daunting and menacing as they appear? Perhaps beneath their morbid exterior, dead ends hold some inherent value. In this volume of Drafting Strategy, we will delve deeper into the world of the grave than any architect had dared draft to discover, once and for all, if there is any life beyond the dead end. No Exit Strategies. Architectural Digest's Guide to Dead Ends. A dead end is a room that lacks another room by which to exit. It is an understandable instinct that to want to avoid these rooms whilst drafting your house, as they limit your available paths for growth. However, seasoned architects quickly learn you do not want to completely ignore them. A very common mistake that beginners make is picking the room with the most doors while drafting and ignoring all other factors. But every house needs some dead ends. Don't be afraid of drafting a few dead ends. Each dead end room an architect drafts removes that floor plan from the draft pool. The more dead ends you draft, the less likely you are to draw them later on when decisions are more critical. The key to figuring out a way to draft dead ends without blocking off your house's potential for expansion. The key, rather. Dropping a dead end room on a rank behind you is a great strategy to accomplish this and helps you pick up some extra resources before continuing up to the higher ranks. In general, you should be trying to fill up every open slot in your house before moving north. Great. Vea. Okay, we now have the chimney sweep's name. Vea was overlooking Arindia in the... actually, it was overlooking Reddington in the book that we saw most recently. I think I have the name of everyone except for the one holding the spatula now. It's Rinna holding the hoe. We have Dowja holding the fork of the pitched variety. We have the chimney sweep Vea. We have Mila with the broom, Lydia with the riding crop, and Orinda with the scepter. It's definitely giving us the name of each of these. I don't know when it's going to be relevant, though. Grave Mistakes, an introduction to the tomb. As foreboding as a black-bordered floor plan may seem, Tomb stands out as one of the most straightforward strategies centered around dead ends. This floor plan can only be drafted from the grounds and is considered one of the outer rooms. As such, it can be drafted at the very start of each day, allowing architects to know immediately whether their strategy should be focused on dead ends or not. The tomb itself is a vast crypt filled with shadowy alcoves and creepy recesses. The entire space was designed by early Arindan architects to evoke a sense of mystery and intrigue, perfect for those who are appreciative and skeptical of dead-end architecture. The 8 Aegeran angels of the early era are scattered throughout the tomb's chambers as a memento of times past, and you will certainly be seeing a lot of them when employing a tomb-centered strategy, as you will likely be making several visits here throughout the day. A successful tomb strategy depends on 3 crucial factors: finding shops, amassing enough steps to allow for return trips to the ground, and drafting as many dead ends as possible. This strategy is perfect for those who love risk and great rewards. Grounds for termination. Tomb isn't the only dead end you'll find on the grounds. There are a total of 8 outer rooms, which are rooms that are draftable outside of the house. These floor plans are unique, not in where they can be drafted, but also, not only in where they can be drafted rather, but also in the fact that they are floor plans that cannot lead to the expansion of future rooms, making them perfect candidates for dead ends. They are also able to be drafted at the very beginning of each day, which allows architects to plan out their strategy with greater purpose and precision. For example, on a schoolhouse day, architects will prioritize acquiring gems to pay for the extra classroom floor plans, whereas on a hovel day, they will focus entirely on getting lots of extra steps. Grounds for termination may have been a play on the word of the title, play on words for the title of this article, but it certainly wasn't a joke for former groundskeeper Denny Ravane, who made his home while employed on the estate in this humble bedroom. The groundskeeper's toolshed often is a great choice to find useful items like a shovel or sledgehammer. Even better items can be found in the trading post. That is, if you have something valuable to offer. This shop is frequented by local farmers and hunters who supply the estate with goods in exchange for a few shiny trinkets. Most of the vegetables and fruits obtained from locals are preserved in this subterranean cellar. When winter arrives, the stored goods are frequently traded back, providing them with a reliable source of sustenance during the colder months. Shelter. Even further underground, provisions are also stored in the estate's bomb shelter. The purpose of this is, of course, like the root cellar, preservation. However, in this case, it's the preservation of people rather than food against fallout, radiation, and red rooms. Enshrined Ideals. Introduction to the Shrine. The last outer room with a floor plan is a floor plan with a function that isn't as straightforward as the others. Just what is a blessing? How much gold do I need to give? How long does it last? The shrine is a space of reverence, a mystical cavern filled with the glow of candlelight, and those who show respect and pay tributes are blessed by unseen forces that guide this world. Blessings are persistent benefits that last several days, and are bestowed upon the reverent visitors who have made an offering of gold. The type and duration of the blessing can differ depending on the amount of gold given, but the more gold you offer, the longer the blessing will last. There is the Blessing of the Tinkerer. Whenever you draft a mechanical room, trigger your current experiment. That seems sick. Blessing of the Berry Picker. Berry Picker. Berry Picker. Berry Picker. While drafting, obviously a reference to the Blackbridge story. While drafting, instead of picking a floor plan, you can pick a berry. If you do, draft a random floor plan from your draft pool, disregarding rarity. Interesting. Blessing of the Chef. For each different type of spread you do today, add an extra dish to the dining room. A different type of spread that you do today. What? Blessing of the Gardener adds 8 courtyards to today's draft pool. Cool. Blessing of the General. After you draft a red room, if you have at least 5 different ranks containing red rooms, gain 5 gems. I'm certain you can use that. But like maximum, if you are drafting a single red room on every single line, maximum that gives you 40 gems. Right? If you draft a red room, if you have, okay, after you draft, if you have. So actually it's 45 because your 5th one can trigger this, so can your 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. Hang on, that actually means it's 25. 25 total gems. Not awful, but you get them as you have filled up your estate. In order to support that many red rooms in that many positions, you are quite likely, I feel, to be... I mean, that's also extremely optimal, by the way, that you can get the first 5 ranks to all have a red room in them. What if you can't get one on rank 1? What if you can't get one on rank 2? Suddenly, at that point, you really actually just have to give up. Because you'll be on rank 8 before you can actually start getting gems then. And by then, if you don't have enough gems, you're already screwed. Like, what are you using the gems for at that point? Blessing of the General doesn't seem especially useful. Blessing of the Monk. If you call it a day in a room on your estate, you will draw that room while drafting from the grounds the following day. You can draft the room outside? Drafting from the grounds the following day. Yep. Blessing of the Dancer. While drafting, you may pay 1 gem to spin floor plans. Super useful. Blessing of the High Roller. Each time you draft a shop, gain an ivory die. Gain 10 gold whenever you roll an ivory die. Super useful as well. Top 5 dead ends, as selected by the editorial staff of Drafting Strategy. Attic. If Toolshed is good, then Attic is really good. Even the steep gem cost, I think I axed that. This room cannot be passed up. It pays for itself and more. Study. Study is likely the most powerful room for the experienced architect who no longer has difficulty accumulating gems or solving chess portmanteaus. Solving chess portmanteaus. So a portmanteau is an adjoinder of 2 words next to one another into a single word. Portmanteau itself is a version of a portmanteau in French. I think it's closet and suitcase or something like that. I don't actually fully remember what the actual translation for it is. Solving chess portmanteaus. Here's my concern. I don't think D8 date is what they're going for there, but the chessboard in there does have the queen, and the queen is on D8. Queen date, right? Like queen D8, date, queen, like that's what I think they're referring to there, but I'm not certain. Code check. More than any other room, code check allows architects to center their strategies on a specific item of the choice. Hovel. The risk may scare off some, but to those who see their steps as an expendable resource and throw caution to the wind, Hovel is an unbeatable drafting force. And then finally, surprisingly, the secret passage is actually categorized as a dead end, allowing architects to utilize it both in dead end and color-specific strategies. There's also a dead end contest, a mail-in sweepstakes. On January 20th, 1989, Taro Martiz shocked the entire world of architecture by drafting 19 dead ends in one day. Can you beat his record? Draft 20 or more dead ends in a single day and you could win 200 gold and the trophy of sweepstakes. Eligibility. The dead end contest sweepstakes are open to legal residents of Fenaris who are at least 12 years of age at the time of entry. The employee of drafting, strategy, its affiliates, subsidiaries, advertising and promotion agencies, and their immediate family members, and all those living in the same household of each are not eligible to participate in the sweepstakes. Entry. To enter the sweepstakes, players must draft rooms from a single house during a day. Any number of rooms may be drafted, but only dead-end rooms drafted during that day will be counted towards the dead-end tally. If the dead-end tally exceeds the current record of 19, participant is considered a winner. Prize. The cash prize is an approximate shop value equal to 200 gold, paid out to the winner of the sweepstakes in a check equal to the prize amount. The trophy of sweepstakes is an approximate shop value of 30 gold. Please note, the trophy is not composed of real gold, but features a gold-like coating for decorative purposes only. The winner will be notified and receive their prize by mail no less than 5 days after obtaining the dead-end record. Check mailroom for prize delivery. Odds. The odds of winning this contest are not very promising. The architect who set this record was very, very good at drafting, but best of luck regardless. A word from the editor. As we conclude this haunting October edition of Drafting Strategy, we trust that you have unearthed the darker side of architectural design and found inspirations in the morbid realm of death and dead-end rooms. From the despair of a drafted lavatory to the chilling allure of a tomb, we believe that even the most eerie aspects of our world can spark creative brilliance in the architect's mind. As you venture forth into the shadows, remember there is a certain beauty in the unknown and macabre. Embrace the challenge of designing spaces that captivate and unsettle, that provoke contemplation of our own mortality and the secrets that lie beyond. Neat. Chess portmanteau? It's the only thing that's really sticking with me. I haven't been up here in ages. Oh. Mount Holly Inheritance is listed. Cool. Gallery art named exactly 1. Yep. Yeah, that tracks. Discovery records. I have discovered another sanctum key than that. I just have not been able to deliver it. And I've discovered 2 more upgrade discs than that. I have also not been able to deliver those. This one's about the rooms, right? Yeah. Mount Holly scrapbook. Time's always 1:30. My first claim ticket was for a shovel. Baron of Mount Holly names nephew provisional heir. Top 3 checked items, keycard, telescope. Yep. Favorite floor plans. Can't ever seem to pass up the tool shed. I paid the most for a courtyard, security, and observatory. That makes sense. They've been available for the longest. Most drafted, den, nook, and hallway closet. Most time spent in the entrance hall, library, and security. Contraptions I've made. So I believe I'm just missing the 1 contraption. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. Oh, I actually also have the previous book, the previous architectural digest, which tells me exactly how many items it thinks I can create with each thing. I should very quickly check that out as well. Glue, grease, and guts. So, battery pack is used in 3 contraptions, apparently. It's only used in jackhammer and power hammer, as far as I've seen. So, it is one of the items. Shovel is used in 3. 1, 2, 3. It's not shovel. Metal detector is used in 3. 1, 2, 3. It's not metal detector. Broken lever used in 2. Already used in both. Compass used in 2. Compass is by itself, so it's compass and battery pack. Coin burst, magnifying glass, yes. Actually, it appears it is battery pack, compass, and question mark. Another thing that is a question mark. Like, that could be key card, it could be sleep mask, it could be any number of those. So compass with, I mean, it'd be an electromagnet, right? Compass and a battery pack. So electromagnet, what would fit in with that? I don't think there's like a magnetized item. Well, other than the compass. Can I look at like a list of all items? Nope. All right. That's all I know then. Stamp collection. I see. It'll show me the White Sea of Yore. Morajai. Ground Realm of Fenaras. In fog we are lost. In fire we are found. So that tells us Fenaras. It tells us the sigil for Fenaras. It tells us the color of Fenaras. It also tells us the weather of Fenaras is foggy. Very useful. So this tells us about Morajai. That it is... Oh, it tells us the sigil. Morajai I don't think is blue, though. Because I've seen... Do I not know which is blue? I certainly don't think it's Morajai. Because Morajai I have the color of tracked as white, I believe. And... and also blue is not a color you can give to something. So I'm fine with that then. This would just tend to suggest that Morajai is also over water, White Sea of Yore. So they would be using water travel to get to us. Which is fine, it's just not very instructive, to be frank. Morajai Island. Oh, I already had the fact that Morajai is an island written down as well, so I already would have been able to tell you the weather. White Sea of Yore. Stamps found on the estate and inspected will be added to this page. Got it. Swinbird Blushy cost 109 paid in full. Because we had a coupon booklet, so we got a little less off. Maybe one day. I constantly avoid the tunnel, the wine cellar, and the servants' quarters. Highest grade in classroom was 3. Yep. That all tracks so far. I don't want those to be the case, but it does track. I'm trying to do things about it. Ooh, attic with no... Oh, and I did axe the attic cost. Hang on. Sledgehammer battery pack. I mean, weight room. Like, I'm exactly one item away now from being able to do the thing that I want to do. I do have a key card, yeah. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, do I not have the workshop? I could have sworn I'd already drafted the workshop. That was like a big thing. All right, I don't have the workshop, I guess. Oops. I'm gonna reroll. Conference room. And there's food in there. Workshop, got it. Compass as well? Interesting. Well, let's have a look at this. Compass and battery pack. Oh, it's literally just the two of those together makes the electromagnet. Got it. Unfortunately, I already have something I am compelled to do here. I don't think I can find a second battery pack this run. Observatory. It will cut off the other path, but it comes with a bunch of gems. So, not necessarily a bunch of gems, sorry. It comes with Florealis. Green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers today. Ah, the flowers that have gems in. I'll take drawing room. Giving us the ability to re-roll in there. I'm going to go back and bust open that door as well. I don't want to accidentally leave myself high and dry. This isn't efficient, but also I am happy to be inefficient to have this done. Complete. The destruction of structural elements of the house, like walls, is not permanent and will reset every few days. So that is typed on a red. It is not handwritten, so it's false, which is good. The 8th angel to our... And then I need to read the other part of it. The 8th angel points to our dreams. Interesting. Where would I even record this information? I recorded under Foreman. The 8th angel points to our dreams. And it's written on the underground map. All I can get from that is the 8th angel so far that I would expect would be, pop that bad boy. What I would expect to be the 8th angel, I guess, is Draxus, the Angel of Death. And that's exclusively based off the fact that I just saw a portrait for him, and I've seen 7 angels in the chapel, and he is not one of the angels shown in the chapel. The 8th angel points to our dreams. That 8th angel is here in the catacombs, just pointing forwards and up. And that's from the tomb. I don't understand. But that's okay, I'll keep it in mind and we will understand at some point. I'll take a mailroom because I can. Has a gem in it. We placed an order. All's well. That's it. I suppose I do have to go back in the complete opposite direction now. That said, I am now completely fine if the run terminates at any point. It honestly is completely okay by me. That would be us getting rid of the curse. That would also be us getting to read an additional book, getting some mailroom, getting the complete message. The eighth angel points to our dreams. Actually, I guess I do want to use the one that asks for a key first, just in case the other one opens into a hallway. I can redraw here, but I do have gems. I don't have car key, though. I do have the Morning Star, though, so I can just go into the pool and pop those locks. Before I do that, I'll try and draft out here, just in case. Nice, it's locked. All's well. Pop, pop. I'm not going to take that key until I open this room. Veranda, dark room. Oh, I really want veranda, but I can't take it. Dark room, not being able to see the draft. I'm going to take bedroom because the dark room will take my gem from me without me actually getting to use it. Whereas the bedroom will only take 2 footsteps. And then I can pop this key into this door. Actually, let's do the one from the drafting room, because I have the ability to re-roll this one. Locker. Cost a gem. Spreads keys throughout the house. Sure. Yoink. These keys are my keys. Granted, I don't particularly believe the run is going to continue that much longer here. We did get up to rank 8, but I'm not getting back down to that dining room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Literally, right now, I exactly won't get back to it. Oops. Study has a gem in it. Queen. Queen date. Nope, still no feelings about that. Alright, I'm gonna pop up at a couple of these looking for resources. Oh, Kirk Darren is still a pseudonym, by the way, just in case you wondered. It's not someone's name now. Well, I'm sure it's someone's name, it's just not whomever is claiming to be that. Are you kidding me? 1, 2, 3. All right. Trophy room I can't use. A laboratory I would be able to walk into, and then it is over. Pump room. I'm gonna take the pump room. Now I'm gonna go into the bedroom. I'm gonna draft out of that bedroom. Dinner served. If you're a baller and it leads in a direction that I can use, and it'll give me a bunch of gems. You know what? Yeah. The gems are on the desk. Lie. The gems are in this box. Possibly true. The gems are on the floor. Lie. 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 True. This is the easiest one I've ever seen. Wild. I didn't know they could be that easy. There we go. That's the terminus of our run. 1, 2. Look. I'll happily try to get back there, but I don't think I can. In fact, I'm damn certain I can't. Oh, that'd be a nice way to end the episode. All right. We've made it to the library. And it is the end of the run for today. There goes our curse. Woo! It's nice to get that off our back. An impressive athletic center with a gymnasium, a weight room, a pool, and a locker room. Also broke down the wall inside of the weight room, solved another one of the funeral parlor puzzles, as well as the pool hall puzzles. Another star from our observatory. We've got a mailroom delivery coming in tomorrow. We've also got another star coming in tomorrow, courtesy of the Armory's pickup of a morning star. And some additional information about the 8th angel, who points to our dreams. I'm gonna save and continue on this run, hit the end screen and tell you my name's been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Blueprints. Top left is a series playlist from my content to the game past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations are down below, stream past. All the names of the people so generously supporting it are public on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. At or above the thanks, and a special thanks this episode to Jazzy. Hopefully you'll have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.